Wait, should we throw up the intro? I forgot to do the freaking intro.
Fuck it. Let's
In a
just roll
while,
it.
dude. Fuck it. Let's just roll it live. Hold on, I'll tweet the link out right now. Then.
Yeah,
All right, let's
fuck it.
go. Let's just fucking roll it live, dude.
How you feeling, dude?
Not good, dude. I'm telling you right now, whatever Fauci cooked up on his way out, he got my ass. He got my ass good. I'm on day 6 of this.
You're on
And,
day like 15, it feels like.
I know, man. I was like scared to go outside today. I went outside today and I was looking around. I was a little bit nervous. I've been in the house for 6 straight days. And dude, what's his name? Tony Fauci. He
Yeah,
got
Tony
my
Fauci.
ass good, dude. Every night was just going to bed, waking up at like 5 a.m., covered in sweat, throwing my sheets and my comforter in the laundry, sleeping on the couch, waking up, making my bed again every single night besides last night. And it's just been weird, man. I've never been sick like this. Like, it wasn't like I was just getting fevers. It was like the fevers were nightmares. Like, there was one night where
Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
yeah, there was one night I woke up and I had this like weird thought in my head. I was like, I read this thing one time in a book where if you sleep towards the north, you're going with the electrical current. And I was
Right.
like, all right. So I started sleeping horizontal on my bed. And I was like, maybe the flu will like flow out of my brain or something. And then I realized like when I woke up the next day, I was like, I was just really high because I forgot I ate an edible. So I was
Right.
like, I don't know if it was the edible or the flu, but I've just been doing crazy stuff. Like one of the nights I woke up, I was just covered in sweat. And I'm like, here we go again. I strip my bed, I throw it in the wash, I go to the couch, and I hear somebody on my front porch at like 4 in the morning. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I've been watching Breaking Bad all week, just straight through. I'm on like season 4, episode
Great
like
show,
10.
by the way. Great show.
Dude, yeah. And I literally thought like somebody from Breaking Bad was maybe on my porch and I was just hallucinating. Like, this is a different type of fever. I've never had a fever like this. It was just making me hallucinate. It was making me do weird things. Turns out it was the Amazon guy. Amazon delivers packages whenever they want, by the way. It's crazy.
Yeah,
They'll be
all hours
delivering
of the
3,
night.
4. Yeah, they don't stop. So it's been a really weird week. Like like I said, I was like, I even called my mom. I was like, I've never, as a grown man, like I should not be this sick. Like I was so sick, and
What
I'm
do you
still
think?
not even over it.
What do you think it could be?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I've always wondered this. Like, where did I pick up this sickness? Was it shaking hands with somebody? Was it a blackjack chip or roulette? Actually, I didn't play blackjack. Was it like, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. And you didn't get sick, and we were in the car together for like 15 hours. So yeah, man, I don't know. I was just I was praying to the heavens all week. Like, I'll do anything to get over this. Like, I'll put a Ukrainian flag in my bio. I'll fucking pretend I care about who wins the Waste Management Open. I'll do anything, man. I'll and I don't know if those
You'll
prayers have
go
been answered
gay.
yet.
Yeah, whatever. You'll go gay, whatever.
Well, I don't know if like it depends how gay, but I was just asking somebody all week, like, get me through this. So I got no fever today, which is good, but still on the mend. But yeah,
Did it
that's
feel weird?
my
Did it feel weird when you went outside? Did it feel like almost COVID like where you have to come out of quarantine and you're like scared to be in public a little bit?
yeah, dude. I felt like I just got out of prison after 15 years. I was like looking around and
The best part
like
about it when you were texting me about it, because we were, maybe gonna do some shows one day, or if you were feeling better one of the days, I think on Friday you thought you were out of the weeds, but I think it was on maybe Wednesday or Thursday when you're like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm the sickest I've ever been, and my sister hasn't been able to deliver me dope. Like the sickest you ever been. So you want to throw dope in your system to hopefully get over it or distract yourself with just being high and sick, not just sick. I was dying laughing when I saw that text, man. It came through and you were like, yeah, I'm dying. And my sister just keeps not being able to deliver me dope. I'm like, I don't know if dope is what you need right now.
But I know this is a hockey show, but that's why on Friday I thought I wasn't sick anymore because I was just so high. Because I'm not an edible guy. I don't, and I've been taking edibles. I've been smart about it though. Like I'm not gonna smoke weed while I'm sick. Like that's just stupid. Like I'll do a lot of stuff, stupid stuff, but that's something I didn't want to disrupt like my chest. But I don't take edibles, and I was like, I just need to get out of this. Like I need, but I got so stoned that I thought I wasn't sick anymore. So I was texting, I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. Like, let's do the pod. And then on Saturday, I woke up, dude, and I was like, I felt like I was in the middle of a Jake Paul fight, like fighting Jake Paul, like
Yeah.
on Netflix, and I was just getting my ass kicked. Like I just felt, I just like the money wasn't even
You
worth it. Like I just felt so bad. But yeah, man,
you're
here we are.
this is like an episode of Family Guy. I don't know if you've ever watched the show, but it's like the episode when Peter Griffin is fighting the chicken for 30 minutes straight, and they're just going toe to toe all over the city. Peter Griffin is fighting this chicken. Have you seen this episode?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's basically you with this flu bug. It's just like you're never out of the weeds. You're just constantly you're fighting in houses, you're fighting on the street, you're fighting just whenever you think you're out of this fight, you're still in it. Do you think you'll be able to clear yourself for contact maybe tomorrow? Is tomorrow the day where it's like moving day, where Bob Gucci finally rounds third base and he can see the daylight at home?
I hope so because I tried to drive today and that didn't go well. Like whatever
You're
I had was different. Like it was something different. I'm hoping for tomorrow, but if not, like I guess I just have to stay in my house. But I don't know. I was worried leaving the house. I really was. I felt like I had to go back inside. Like when I saw the sun, I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. And I went back inside and then just watched more Breaking Bad. Like I've been really watching so much Breaking Bad. It's been getting into my dreams and stuff. Like what a great show. But I'm hoping for tomorrow because today's the first day I didn't wake up just covered in sweat. So that was really good. My sheets are clean still.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's not like
I'm
you
hoping for tomorrow, bro.
yeah, it's not like you ran into a Puerto Rican hooker in Vegas or anything. You kept it pretty clean. Maybe something you picked up some at that Dreas nightclub at Rick Ross's birthday party. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it was just something in the air that you
Are you
could have
saying that
picked
because
up.
it's a black club?
No, I just think there was that amount of smoke in the air, right? And you could have got
Yeah.
down with something like that, or I don't know, because you've been out for a week, and like that's no short stint on the shelf, man. What have you been doing? Have you been DMing any chicks? Or are you just strictly watching Aaron Paul and Walter White, Jesse Pinkman? Like, are you Are you getting any sympathy? Like, hey, I'm sick, but like, lining up dates the week after. Have you been doing any of that? Because that's always a classic play when you're sick and a little bit horny. Is you start lining up all these dates or maybe fly-ins, and then they just never amount to anything because you kind of get back to clarity and you're like, "Fuck, I was just
I
thinking with
haven't
my
talked to
wrench."
I haven't talked to one girl besides my mom, and I've been so sick that I haven't even been horny. Not even once. I'm
Right.
not even kidding. Like that is the last thing that was on my mind. I couldn't even like it was actually kind of nice because at the beginning of the week I was so sick I couldn't even pick up my phone. And then I picked up my phone on like Wednesday-ish and I was bored. So I was like reading through comments, which I shouldn't do because it was just a lot of negative stuff towards me and my close family. And I started turning into like a pussy on Wednesday night. Like this kid on my Patreon got me rattled at one of the things he said to me, which makes no sense because you're like paying for the show I do, but you're talking shit. Anyway, and then I was like, fuck, like this isn't the answer. So then I just went back to watching Breaking Bad. Like I've just been watching so much Breaking Bad that when I don't understand a scene, I've been like rewinding it and watching the same scenes. Like it'll take me like 3 hours to get through some episodes.
Yeah, because you just rewind it back and
Yeah. But
yeah.
it's just been really weird. I've never been sick like this. I know I've said it. I've had surgeries before. I've never been out like this. All you could do is really laugh, dude. Like I think I've done like probably around 80 push-ups this week.
Which is pretty
Um,
good. Yeah, I
that's
mean,
not that bad. Yeah, I lost a lot
well,
of
it's like
weight,
10
but
a
then
day. It's not bad.
I was down in the 160s switch weight-wise, and then
Jesus, you're looking like Christian Bale in The Fighter right now.
yeah, but I ruined it. I ruined it real bad. I ate PF Chang's and I had a ton of cookies this one night. And by the way, if you ever had a fever like I do, don't eat PF Chang's.
Well, no,
Like,
because your temple is going to start sweating on both sides. That's the last thing you should be eating is that amount of MSG and sodium. You should never put that in your system.
I know I had so much chicken lo mein, and also the other bad thing about PF Chang's is like the fortune cookies they give you. I was relying so heavily on the fortunes in them. Like that's how you know you're in bad shape. Like I
Did
was
you have
hoping that the fortune cookie told me something good, and if you're relying on fortunes from fortune cookies, that's like a flat tire away from killing yourself. So I wouldn't recommend doing that.
It's so funny when you're relying on that too, and then it has a good positive message about something in your future, and then it has one of your favorite numbers on there too. You literally think about putting that in a frame on your wall. You're like, I think I struck gold here.
Dude, mine's in my bathroom, and
Yeah,
it
that's
said,
what I'm saying. Like I've
"You're
hung that
retarded."
up before.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like is that it says PF Chang's on it, so it kinda takes away from the aura of, like, a fortune cookie. When I get my fortune cookie, I like the fortune to just be the fortune. Like, I don't need any company branding on my fortune. I feel like that's bad vibes, but it said, my fortune was, "You're in for a surprise this week."
Right.
And I was
Which
like, "What's the surprise? Just never getting better?" Like, what's going on, dude?
I might die. I don't know. What's
Yeah,
going
you
on?
might shudder in your own bed wearing a chin hat.
That would be pretty nails. That's one good way to go out. Dude, I just was thinking about that, but PF Chang's, I mean, they're like the Costco of Chinese food. So usually if you go into those hole in the wall places, not only is it going to be coming out of both sides where you're shitting and puking at the same time and probably eating the local rabbit and or cat, but those are usually the best fortunes to get because they don't have any branding on it, and those are like the best ones with all the sugar in it. So you make a good point there. But the Rangers, are you watching this game right now with Vegas? That they
No,
just scored a
no.
nasty. This is a hockey show, as we
How do you have the Rangers is blacked out? What are you talking about? The
somehow I have.
Knights.
Yeah, I have Script Sports, and the
You
game
have
is on right now.
scripts?
Yes, and the game is
Fuck
on right now,
scripts, dude.
and they just scored a nasty PP goal, snapping it around. Aoki Zibanejad. It was like tape to tape. It was like Miller to Aoki over to Panarin, and they just
I know
iced the
this
game.
I know this is a hockey show, but I just want to say one more thing about Chinese food. You're absolutely right about getting PF Chang's. The only reason why I got PF Chang's is because I don't know any good Chinese food places in Scottsdale.
There's
And
none.
trying new Chinese food is like that's like eating a girl's pussy on the first date. Like you know, like you want to, but it's just like the safer route is to not.
I would say
And
I would say it's like eating a girl's butt.
on the first date or in
Yes,
general.
just on the first date. Like it's really risky.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like walking through a landmine in a field full of landmines in Afghanistan. But anyway, so I went the safer route and I got PF Chang's because I know what their lo mein is like. And I got chicken lo mein. And like 2 bites into it, dude, I was watching Breaking Bad and I was like, I like looked up at the screen and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Like I just had the craziest like craving for Chinese food. And I went, yeah, I went the Chang's route, dude. But anyway, this is a hockey show. Yeah, man. I mean, no, I'm not watching that game right now because I'm blacked out from 19 different teams here in Arizona. And I just refused to get the scripts package because they canceled me. But the Rangers have their swag back, dude. I think they really do. They need a guy like JT Miller who is he brings you that fucking I'm gonna run into this burning building and save this whole family vibe, like those FDNY vibes, those NYPD, maybe less NYPD vibes, because half of them are in MS-13, but he gives you that fuck you, man. And like the Rangers didn't have that. They just had a bunch of fucking, NYU students on the team, no disrespect. And it seems like the Rangers are exciting again.
Yeah, he's like basically that millionaire or billionaire like Mr. Deeds that comes into New York City and just has that Midwest vibe to him, that Winchestertonville, Iowa type of vibe where JT Miller was from East Ohio and he's just
Ohio.
fell into a ton of money, a $100 million man, but he's never lost that grit, that Midwest grit that he brings into lower Manhattan. And that's what that team needs. I mean, he was flying around the ice tonight. I saw he blew up Brett Howden, a former Ranger. He's a guy that you put on your team and you instantly feel tougher with. And he just has, like you said, that FDNY, but I even say like that Mr. Deeds, like just charisma to him coming into a big city. Doesn't really care about anything. He's just going to play his game, be who he is, and honestly, save this fucking team. He'll run into a burning building. He'll run across town. He'll beat up a guy that's mugging some guy's girl. He's just that type of dude in a sense of he doesn't really think, oh shit, I'm in this big market. All these people are going to be writing these
No,
different
he
things
does
about
not
me.
give a fuck.
He doesn't care. He just goes in there, plays his game, worries about his business, takes care of his teammates, goes home, has 12 beers, and then goes to the rink the next day. That's JT Miller.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's an Ohio guy. And like as much as people like to shit on Ohio, it's not the most perfect place to go, but Ohio guys don't care. They literally do not care. Ohio guys, like you know how people are getting pushed off the train platforms in New York City, like homeless people are just pushing people into the train. If you push JT Miller into the train, it like the train would stop. Like I truly believe in that guy so much on this team. And I know that him and Elliot Pedersen or whatever their relationship wasn't great. But it's a new day, it's a new chapter, and it's I want to see the Rangers get in the playoffs, dude. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Rangers fan in the world. I don't give a fuck, but I think it was a perfect fit for him. I think the guy's a Ranger.
He's a total Ranger, and like we said, if that one Asian dude's convenience store is getting robbed on the corner of 66th Street and Broadway, you know who's going to stop that? That's JT Miller. He's going to go in there. He's going to beat the shit out of the guy, the robber. He's actually going to take his gun from him and probably shoot him, and before the police even get there. He's just the type of guy that you want on your team that just embodies just what it is to just to be tough, gritty, heart and soul. He's back playing with Vince Trocheck. Those guys played on the 1993 Pittsburgh Hornets together, and they go back way to their Pittsburgh days, obviously growing up. So I don't know. He looks a little different in number 8, though. What was he wearing before when he was on the Strangers? Was it
10?
11? 10. Okay.
He's wearing 10, but also that's a good point. I like that he's wearing Trouba's old number because maybe it has some of that, that elbow to the face type aura still in that sweater. So now it's like he's super charged up, dude. Like he's super charged up. And yeah, anyway, like just to cap off what you said, I don't have much to say about it, but everyone knows the Rangers roster for Manhattan was just a little too gay. And now they have that fuck you guy back on their team. Isn't it crazy how one guy can bring that energy? There's not a lot of guys like him out there left because everyone's just really fast now and doesn't like to get hit, which I get. I wouldn't like to get hit either. By the way, with the cap going up the way it's going to go up, if I was like a young player, I'd start playing like JT Miller right away and then get that big contract and then just go back to being a pussy.
Yeah, and then just shut her down. But it's crazy just the JT Miller effect in general, though. Like there was rumblings of it happening over the weekend. It then does happen. And then Aoki Zibanejad, in total fear, gets a haircut because he thinks, oh shit, I can't go with this artsy look anymore. Millsy's back in town. If I have this long hair, this Midwest guy is going to come in here. He's just going to make fun of me. He's going to chirp me. He's going to say, nice fucking man bun, buddy. So Aoki, what does he do? He goes right to Great Clips and gets a haircut, gets it absolutely snapped in half. And now, even Aoki in Zibanejad is a little bit tougher because of it too. It's just the effect was immediate. It's just crazy how that happens. You think that haircut was on accident? There's no fucking chance.
No, I mean, that's why you're the people. See, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, now that I think about it, like there's no way that JT Miller listens to like John Summit and Swedish House Ferda. So like knowing that Aoki Zibanejad is kind of into that shit, knowing that JT Miller is coming in, yeah, I agree with you. He probably had to prove a point. Like, look, man, like I'll listen to fucking Limp Bizkit too. I mean, JT Miller definitely listens to Limp Bizkit.
Yes, I think it's probably a mixture between screamo and country, right? George Strait, Randy Houser, Tim McGraw, barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that mini skirt. I would say JT is half country, half metal. It just depends on what kind of mood he is in. Probably because he's probably, those guys that are just nuts like that, Rob. They're whether there's some at home, they're in a losing streak. They're borderline bipolar, and it's for a good thing, right? They can use it in their advantage because when they're that pissed off, it helps them on the ice, and when they're that happy, it actually helps them too. It helps their teammates. So when you're kind of flying on that roller coaster, like a lot of those guys do, because they're just so emotional, it just totally depends on their, state of mind, what music they're going to be listening to.
Hell yeah, dude. When I was playing high school hockey for a different high school, because my high school didn't have one, when I was playing and I was mad, like I was mad that we were losing or something like that, dude, I would log on the RuneScape and I would just be so mean to kids just online. Like I would just
Yeah.
bring that shit everywhere with me. I was mad in school. I was mad at my teachers. I was being mean to guys on RuneScape. Like even some of my own RuneScape clan members I really like. I was, 03 0-3 to start the year for St. John's the Baptist, and then the next year I got to play for Middle Country because that program folded, and I'm just disgruntled and I get mad. But yeah, those guys live and die by the game, and he doesn't have a cup, right?
No, he hasn't won a mug. I think the 1 year with the Rangers, they made it to
The Strangers in 14,
yeah,
right?
yeah, the Strangers. I think they made it to the Eastern Conference Final. Maybe he didn't play in the mug.
Yeah, but anyway, my point to that was it was a little off topic. I'm still a little bit sick here, folks. But my point was a guy like that is a guy that I would love to see win. I don't even
Yeah.
know the guy. He might be a complete asshole and dickhead. I don't care. He might also be a great guy. I don't know. I want to see a guy like that win, like a guy that cares. Like I bet you there's guys every year that win the cup and they don't even really care.
No, I mean, especially if you're
Statistically.
if you're in a limited role, or you're maybe selfish to the point of you think you should be on the half wall in the power play in your third line, and you're not getting the minutes even in the Stanley Cup final that you think you deserve. You're calling your agent mid playoff. There are guys like that. And
For sure. I know guys like that.
Right. Like you get your name on the cup, and it's cool to take a Tinder date to the Hall of Fame and show her your name on that cup. But other than that, yeah, they're like not genuinely happy, and they're actually mad that some of their teammates are in the spotlight over them. It's like,
Definitely.
fella, you just won the mug. You're going on a
Yeah.
bender. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's human nature for a lot of people, which is weird. Like I'm sure guys get jealous that somebody like remember Crosby scored that goal where Iginla passed it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some guys were just like, "Fuck you, Crosby! Like you're already the best of all time. You already do this and that. Oh, you had to score the OT winning goal. Like, what if fucking I should have scored the game winning goal? Like I would be pissed. I wouldn't be pissed because the type of guy I am, but I could see guys being pissed that they didn't get that goal. And oh, of course Crosby did. Jealousy. It's a disease.
Yeah. It's no different than being addicted to porn. Eating. There's a lot of.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, there's just, everything's a disease, right? You can be addicted to your phone.
I thought you were being jealous.
You could be addicted to porn. Jealousy is an addiction. I just think people in general, there's a lot of weird traits out there.
Being addicted to porn, it just sounds grueling. Like there's just no way I'm tugging all day, dude. You always have to have the doors locked and shit.
Well, it's like the guy we met at the Palazzo at that bar in there, where he was like literally trying to convince us to go to that porn convention that was in Vegas when we were there. He was like trying to sell us on this porn. It's like he almost had stock in the AVNs, this porn convention. It's like, dude, we've seen tits. We've seen tits before. We're good.
How is he doing that?
It was so weird. Speaking of tits, though, man, the skunk of the night. What's that?
Hold on. Can I say one more thing before, since the hockey podcast? I just want to say, before we talk about tits, I just want to say, shout out to Saad for walking away from 5 mil because he was like, fuck, gets to my point because I wanted to see JT Miller win. I also want to see a guy like Saad win again because he's like, bro, I'm not playing in the AHL. You can say what you're going to say, Swish. I don't want you to lose that thought, but I just wanted to shout out Saad for walking away from 5 million because he's like, I'm not playing in Springfield, dude.
How sick was that by Saad where he was like, you can take my 5 million, Doug Armstrong and Tommy Stillman, and just chew up this contract because it is actually worth twice the amount of my mental health going down to Springfield and playing in the jungle for 3 months, to the point of I can't even grind out 3 months of playing hockey in the American Hockey League, going to the MGM Casino in Springfield, where the home of the AIC fucking Hornets play. And I can't grind this out. We're going to chew up this contract. I'm going to take somewhere between 750,000 to 1.5 prorated, and I'm just going to roll the fucking dice. How sick and how nails is that? Just to be like, that is how bad I don't want to play in the American Hockey League. I'm just over it. I've won 2 cups. I'm 32 years old. There is no way I'm going on the bus, eating soggy subs, going city to city, playing 3-3s at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, then going to Bridgeport on a Sunday where it's dressed like a seat night. And the only guy there is my agent. It's just
There's no way, bro. There's
right.
just no way. When
There's
you're
just
that
like,
rich and you've already won, there's no way. I'm not going to Western Massachusetts and looking at all these chicks that are on Percocets and they got 2 different earrings on and they're doing illegal U-turns all over town. And you're just like, dude, like I'm an NHL player. Like I'm just not living here. So yeah, man, I thought that was so funny. I read that. It's funny, but it's also like I would have seriously done the same thing.
I had 26 goals last year. We have guys on our roster right now, Dougie Strongarm, in Matthew Joseph and Alex Texier, who have like 5 points combined. And I still have decent numbers on this team. I have 7 and 9 for 16 points. Our team ain't perfect. I've been scratched a little bit this year. Again, I had 26 goals last year. I'm the guy you're buying out or sending to the minors at this time. Fuck that. I'll just buy myself out. Imagine just being able to part ways with $5 million. Like nothing's guaranteed after this year. Even if they go on and win the cup, Rob, in Vegas, and he's a third line piece to this team's second power play, like he's probably only looking at best at a 2-year deal around the same price at 1.5. So he's not going to maybe even make that money back. It's just so nails in every essence of the word.
Yeah, it's sick. I also like the way that he looks. Like he has that long hair going. Like he looks like a guy that's an NHL vet. Like these days, everyone cares about what they eat so much that everybody kind of looks like young and immature. Like he looks like a grizzled vet.
Yeah, he's from
I don't know
Pittsburgh.
what that has to do with anything. Oh, he's from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh. So when you're 32 in Pittsburgh, you probably look
Oh,
in the
yeah.
real
You look
in
like
the
you're
real world
50.
45, 47.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is that's a town, all right. But yeah, what were you gonna say about tits? Sorry, this is way too much hockey talk. I know we're a hockey podcast, but
Yeah, we are a hockey show, but
were you gonna say something about tits?
yeah, I was. I'm gonna get up to that thought. Just quickly shouting out tits in Pittsburgh. Shout out to Cheerleaders, a great cabaret there. But Rob, I was at the Buffalo Chip on Friday.
You just
And
shout out a strip club.
yeah, shout out to Cheerleaders.
Oh,
Top
nice. That's a good strip club name.
top 5 cabaret in the league. Cheerleaders, Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Yeah,
With
really
the
good.
town or like food wise or the floor plan in there? Like what makes it so good?
Yeah, I had the onion rings and the sea bass. And
You had sea bass from a strip club?
yeah, I just wanted to try it.
And you don't get sick? I've been
No,
eating
and-
out. The worst thing I had in Vegas was a Wagyu burger, and I get a fever for 6 days. This guy's eating fucking sea bass out of a strip club in Pittsburgh and doesn't get sick.
Yeah, they
God
said it was.
damn,
They said it was.
bro.
Yeah, they said it was wild caught too, and I believed him. And when
Everything
the
in there is
waitress,
wild caught.
yeah,
Wild
when I
caught
mean,
from Child Protective Services. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, sometimes it's farm to table. You never know. But yeah, I went in there and I got the onion rings and the sea bass, like I was saying, and it was a little weird after I ate it because I asked for it broiled, and they plated it and they said we actually are done broiling it, so we didn't want to fry it for you like you had asked on your request, so we just microwaved it. So microwave sea bass at Cheerleaders was, yeah, it wasn't bad, man. It was pretty good. But the pair of tits I wanted to talk about was at the Buffalo Chip on Friday.
Oh no.
And it was unbelievable. I awarded this chick, she got off the mechanical bull. I forgot her name, but I awarded her the skunk of the night in the greater Phoenix, Scottsdale, Carefree, Arizona area. And for the
Nice.
folks that don't know what the Buffalo Chip is, it is a professional bull riding ring / biker bar in Carefree, Arizona, right next to Cave Creek. And they have a little bit of an arena, and Wednesdays and Fridays, they ride bulls. You can get on a bull, even if you're a non-professional, for $40 and signing a waiver. So they have some guys that are just drunk as shit on moonshine, get on a bull that night, and they do have really good riders that come out there. But this chick, it was in between the power hour, they like to call it, because the guys go on at 8 and 10. So this is about 9:30. She was right on the mechanical bull. And Rob, this girl not only had spandex under her skirt, which she kept lifting up her skirt to show everyone she had spandex on because she thought it was such a veteran move. But every time she got on the bull, she rode it like 4 times. And there's probably 60 people watching her at this point for round 3. Her tits would just come out of her little shirt. And I think it was on purpose. And then she would just celebrate and kind of just flop them around. So it was quite the show. It was quite the spectacle. And I just wanted to shout her out. I don't know her name, but if she's listening, because we do have some chicks in the chat, that was my skunk of the night. And it was incredible to watch. I almost got her autograph. You know, like when you want to sign a pair of tits, like I was thinking about getting my tits signed after she got off that bull, because it was amazing. We got to get there, brother. I forgot how cool that place is.
Wait, so she was letting the bull knock her titties out of her shirt?
Yeah, so she was on the mechanical bull, and obviously the guy running it was as you
Oh,
go.
the guy running it was the one doing it.
Yeah, so as you go,
he's going like this.
Yes, it gets
Like,
a little faster. It gets a little rough. It gets a little rowdier, and then she just kind of, flare off that fucking thing. And every time she'd get up, her nukes were just out because she wasn't wearing a bra, and she would just celebrate nukes out. Like it almost had that, like in the movie Old School when they're doing the wrestling in the frat when they have the ring in the middle.
No, I don't know that movie.
With the
I
naked
barely watch it.
With the naked
I watched
chicks.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, so they have a scene where they're wrestling. Will Ferrell, Blue, who's about an 80-year-old, and a bunch of chicks with their tits out. That's how that vibe kind of felt, where she was in that little mechanical bull area, the blow up area. And yeah, man, it was quite the spectacle. We got to get up there. That's a great bar. I just forget how cool it is up there in Carefree.
That's the cool thing about going out in North Scottsdale, right? Like a girl can have her tits out and everybody's just like, hey, look, that's a nice pair of tits. If you did that in Old Town, a kid with like a camera in your face that's streaming on Kick would run up to you and ask your body count, like up there in good old North Scottsdale, just country, dude. And like, that's just shit that happens. We ride bulls, chicks take their tits out, and we're going to smoke a cigarette and we're going to like it. So yeah, we do have to I get up there soon.
100%. Yeah, it was sweet.
Go ahead.
No, I was just say there's a one kid that was a 21-year-old Mexican kid, and he was actually on the pro tour. He's a 30th ranked professional bull rider right now on the tour, and he was going to go on, and he's going on last. So the first set of riders went out the first hour. He was going the second hour, so he was the last to ride. But I ran into him going to the pisser, and I was just kind of chirping him a little bit and like, hey man, like when you get on that bull, because he had this like nasty jacket on. He's like, oh, I'm actually going out front to smoke a stick. I'm like, you're getting high before you get on a bull? He goes, hell yeah. Ride high, get high scores. I go, holy shit. And then he got on that bull, the last to ride, and they were like pumping his tires the whole time. He goes, no bucket, cowboy hat on, 21 years old, gets on that fucking bull, and he rode for longer than 8 seconds to the point of the horn sounded, and he just slid off the bull himself. Like it was like a walk-off in bull riding. That's how I picture what a walk-off home run would feel like in bull riding, is when you actually just have to dismount yourself off the bull. It was so sick. Then he threw this huge celly, and then I saw him after again, and he was smoking right in the bar like us the other weekend. So yeah, I don't know what that kid's name was, but it was unbelievable. I kind of want to get on a bull, man.
Well, Mexican guys rock. Like that's why I'm kind of like, dude, they need to deport like the bad violent guys and like let all the other ones stay, because only a Mexican kid would be able to do what you just did. And, like they are actually, Mexican people are awesome. Like I would rank them pretty high up in like cool people mode. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just nail guns. Like they're just built differently, which is crazy. But yeah, I guess we do have to go up there. Like our hands are tied. I don't know when I'm gonna be done being sick. Probably sometime in May. But yeah, I'm ready to go when I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that'd be
perfect. Some kid in the chat, by the way, was like, you guys would not turn down $5 million to go to the AHL. If I was Brandon Saad, yeah, I absolutely would have done that for sure.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to say when you have 60 or 65 in the bank, when you're sitting here with no sponsors on a Sunday night on your couch talking Hockey Night in Scottsdale. That is a hockey show with no money. Yeah, of course we're not turning it down at that point. Life is all relative, fella.
Yeah, I meant if I'm him.
Yeah,
like bro, I'm not riding on a bus in the AHL as a like a deca millionaire. What's a deca millionaire? A 10 millionaire? Like if I get sent down and I'm in the NHL and I got 10 sheets in the bank, I'm not going. I'm not riding the bus, dude. Or
No,
I'm going and I'm flying private or at least first class to the games myself. I'm straight up not getting on this bus.
I am not commuting from Springfield to Boston to catch flights to go play in Charlotte. I am also not having a roommate in the AHL on the road as we stay at the Hilton Garden Inn. There's just some things you don't do when you've made $65 million and you're a two-time Stanley Cup champion. That's like someone no different in the entertainment business getting fired from TNT and then being asked to go work for local Fox News Channel 5. They're just not going to do that despite whatever the salary. They're just sometimes you're just too rich in life, Rob. And that's what we can all dream for.
Yeah, but if you're rich, you got sometimes guys like to carry themselves like they're rich, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I don't know if I interrupt you. We're talking about something because this is a hockey show, people. Hockey Night in Scottsdale, brought to you live by nobody but our own chins.
Yeah, go check.
You want to?
What's up?
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, go check out our shop, HockeyNightInScottsdale.shop. We have the chin hats on there. We have as well the hoodies, and we do have the patch logos. We got to get those things shipped out to the people this week that did order. So we'll get that out to you. That'll be a goal of ours, as well as the winners for the last 3 shows. We do have you all teed up. We need your addresses. Snizbone, I know you're in my DM, so I'm going to reply to you after this. And we do have the other winners, Joey Sanchez, as well as I'm forgetting the other fucking guy's name. But yeah, let's run that clip. Let's dissect.
We'll run that clip, but also we got to say, if you win a giveaway, don't DM us. You can, but email hockeynightinscottsdale@gmail.com. It's much easier to see like the address and all that shit. But yeah, these chin hats are fucking sick, dude. I've been wearing it all week, sweating through it with a fever. Thanks, Dayton. We're gonna have a new segment on this show. For all the watchers out there, if you're listening, you're missing out. You can listen to the show every week on Spotify and Apple if you type in Hockey Night in Scottsdale. Wait, I don't know what's going to happen but if you're watching this show on YouTube, and guys, after we have a lot of concurrent in here, we have 90 fucking people in here, dude. Shout out to the chat. You guys have like doubled in size in the last month or so. So fire up that freaking chat, dude. Where are you guys from, by the way? Like, I love reading. Are there any chicks in the chat? Where are you guys from? We're gonna break down this absolute chin. I was gonna try to say catastrophe, but how do I chin-tastrophe today with friend of the show?
Yeah, Tage Thompson. And before we roll let's roll this clip. I'll say what I have to say afterwards. But yeah, this is going to be just the players' chin safety department breaking down a couple of clips as we go, folks. And as the season goes, when we do find a chin being taken off, we want to dissect it and we want to offer our expertise as well as how it's preventable. And also at the same time, if the player, in this case, Tage Thompson, could have tucked, or was he a little bit chin over shin? Just a lot of different angles that basically coverage and just overall awareness and overview of a situation you can't get anywhere else. I mean, this is strictly from the chin department ourselves over here. So should we roll this clip here, Rob? This was today. This was a matinee over at the Key Bump Arena in Buffalo. Tage Thompson, to this point, had 1 goal and 2 assists. Buffalo Sabres won this game, and ever since the Sabres have been Swish's team, Bob Gucci's always loved the Sabres, but this is my favorite team now, folks. They are 2-0, as I declared my fandom about a week ago, but this was an incident that we saw.
We have another one too.
That just came to our eyes. Like, when we're breaking this down, and you see it right here where Tage Thompson is chasing down the puck, trying to hold the line, trying to, regain offense, regain possession, and you see Nosen right there on the blue line setting his feet, and you know he's going to make contact with Tage Thompson here, but Tage Thompson is chasing down this puck as a reload, and as he reaches for that puck, now slow it down and stop it right there before he gets absolutely bundied.
I'm only going to stop it right there if you say it like Eddie O used to say. He goes, stop it right there.
Yeah, stop it right there.
So if you don't say it like that, I'm not going to stop it.
So roll that tape, Heat Daddy. Sorry, Bob Gucci. So as he roll that, stop it right there. and he's dead at that point. But if you roll it back, right as I say it, and
Oh,
it's like I'm talking to Kenny Albert right here. Stop it right there. So you see in that position right there where Tage Thompson commits the biggest no-no in all of hockey. And
yeah,
that is
this
chin over
incident.
shin. And that is chin over shin. You never reach because you will get taught. You reach, I'll teach. That is what Nosen is thinking in that point of time. Now, if Tage Thompson, like when we worked on how to find the chin, Jacob Trouba in our special with Bob Gucci and Jay Swish, if Tage Thompson would have set his feet and locked his core as he went into that puck, this would have never happened. Stop it right there.
Oh, it's a little delayed, so it's hard for me to stop it right when you say,
right.
but just look at the way his chin is right here. Like,
Right.
he is looking the other direction. He is looking behind him.
But
You want
the
me to play
thing,
it?
yeah, but the thing is it all starts with Tage Thompson, our boy over here, and you don't like to see anyone get hurt. But the way he was chin over shin, and Nosen, a veteran player who has been up and down from the American League, he's grinded through and back. He's been to hell and back. Saw a vulnerable player, and he tucked and tagged his chin like it was open deer season. Oh my God. And the way he found it,
This angle
was
right here.
it's just so he just tags it
Oh,
right with the Buffalo Wild Wings chicken wing. And Nosen walked into Buffalo and actually brought his own wing recipe. And that again is very, very offensive to not only all the good people at Chippewa Street, but the Buffalo Sabres. But just look at that right there. Like Tage Thompson's 6'6". Rob, you can't be that low going into a puck like that with your chin over your shin.
I wonder if he put his chin over his shin and he was like, fuck, my chin's over my shin, but then it was too late. By the way, I'm a little bit nervous about playing the video because of YouTube rules. I think we're good though. But yeah, I don't know. Just to have your shin that far over your chin just makes me feel scared.
I know. And you can tell at this moment he knows he's exposed. Like you can tell that he knows his chin is too far over his toe.
Oh.
But at that point, Nosen has already committed to the hit. And he's not even looking shoulder. He's actually looking chin. You can see that. He's looking chin, man. You can't convince me otherwise.
No, he's looking chin. I don't know if he's a dirty player, but like it's a big chin. It is a big chin. There's a lot of surface area on that chin. And by the way, what a stick lift by Siegenthaler right here. Why is no one talking about this? Oh, wait, no. I looked at it from a.
But look at that right there. Look. Can we just freeze frame
Never
that? Like
mind.
that's the best
Right
look we've. No, a little forward, right there. Like look at that. I mean, you could take a picture of that.
Pass that puck before you hit him.
He played it. Yes, he played it a little.
Oh
Yep. Backhand pass, outlet to the middle, and then tagged. But
oh
Rob,
my God, I've never seen a guy do that before.
But do you like look at that right there? You know, in a situation because you played hockey enough to.
Can you see my mouse or no?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, like you almost get horny when you see a guy's chin that exposed. Like you in that instance, whatever like the primal state of your body comes out and you just want to smash that guy's head. It's just how hockey works, man. Like where else is Nosen supposed to hit Tomer? He can't because
look
his
at
chin.
Look at his chin.
That's
it's
what I'm
right
saying.
over. It's directly over his shin.
Right, and it's directly over his shoulder. His chin is hiding his shoulder because he's so far over. So the only place of contact right now for Steph Nason is that chin. Look at that's the only place he can hit his chin.
But also, Nason doesn't need to hit his chin either. He played.
No, he played the puck.
That's like such a veteran. That's a guy that's going to score a big goal in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like a guy, that's a veteran right there. Like he plays the puck over. I didn't understand that. At first, I thought Siegenthaler stick lifted Thompson and Thompson like swiped at the puck. I didn't realize that Nason played the puck and then just said, I'm going to go put this guy's chin into a different dimension.
Dude, he literally, if you're looking at the clock, Tomer's head right now is at 12 o'clock. Watch after he hits, it goes directly to 6. It's 12 to 6, man. It's like a curveball. Look at that. Look, 12 to 6. That's a 12 to 6 degree chin hit.
Was his chin strap on? It just
Yes, man.
unclicked. Like, what helmet company did he use? That's not a good look for Bauer.
That was one of the cleanest decapitations I've ever seen.
You gotta, yeah. Can we take a look at this other hit that just happened?
Yeah, let's roll the tape on that one.
This is the most hockey we've ever talked about on the show, which is funny because it's like we have over 100 viewers in here because we're talking hockey for once and not just big titties.
I wonder how
Hold
Tommy's
on a
chin's
second.
doing.
I gotta go to my profile.
Yeah.
Look at this hit right here, Splish.
Wow. Petrangelo.
And then he shed Will Cully. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my God. Who did he imagine being
Oh.
Petrangelo? You've been tying your skates for like 30 fucking years, and one of the days you just get hit like this. You're like, all right, dude.
That's one of those classic plays where you make the middle outlet play and you want to watch it get up all the way ice. You want to see it through. It's like that girl you know you're not going to be with forever, but you want to see it through just to know that maybe she's doing okay in life. And then bang, Will Cully knows Petro's watching that puck and watching his pass. It's like a quarterback. And he just all out Steve Spagnuolo blitzes him.
Oh my God.
Right to the chin. Look
at his head.
That's almost head on head. They're almost making out right there because he just went right through his sternum.
Look at the head of Petrangelo. Like, this is a great clean hit, and he saw the chin. The chin was exposed, but he just went like sternum on sternum. Like, I mean, look at Petrangelo's head right now. It looks like Barry Bonds after he injected steroids into it. Like, it looks deformed. Like,
right. And Petrangelo is one of those guys that pulled out for an apparent injury that's been playing 24 minutes a night. And now he just got knocked into March by Will Cully. And despite not being really injured, now you're walking away with a mild concussion out of MSG because you can't tell me after that hit that you're not a little bit fucked up. Like that whiplash right there. Oh my God.
And that's like the worst place to get a concussion in New York City too, because it's so bright out and so loud, like you're never gonna be able to get to bed.
Yeah, man. I mean, especially if you're staying somewhere near Central Park or
comes over.
right by Broadway. But look at this. So he makes this middle ice pass. It's about a 75-foot stretch pass. He's at the bottom of the dot. He's watching, boom.
Just gets blown. It's never good when your feet like
he's literally looks like he's getting whacked right now.
Yeah, you just hate to see that. So a couple chin incidents that we got to talk about today on the show. But yeah, what a crazy day for hockey hits. Everyone's talking about how the league is, the league is not what it used to be. Of course, nothing is what it used to be. I used to not have a fever every day. Now I do. But good physical day in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, and lastly, just on that Petro one, it's just like, it's crazy that a guy at 6'4", 220 gets put on his wallet like that, and then it's almost like his legs are almost like it's like he's getting whacked where his legs are like on top of some dude's shoulders. Like he's just spread eagle. It's like the amount of force that Cully put into his sternum and rode it up to his chin is, man, that's like getting hit by a freight train. That was crazy contact.
Getting hit used to suck, and I didn't even get hit by strong kids. Like the league I played in, everybody was weak and like, just pussies, and it never hurt. The worst ones just when you had no idea that shit was coming. And you're just like, bro, what? I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I should have just played tennis, like my mom said, but I didn't because I didn't want anyone to think tennis was gay. It's like, dude, finding out how awesome tennis was, like in my 30s, was insane, dude. I was like, why have I not been paying attention to this shit longer?
Yeah, and we were out there getting concussions in 3rd grade, playing hockey and football, and just putting our bodies on the line for, just a chance to do something, and amounts to nothing. And then you got
for you it worked a little bit, man. Like, imagine me.
For sure. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Just for like the general pop, it's just like doing Oklahoma in 3rd grade, smashing your skull on a dude named Tommy outside of your middle school. Like, what was the point of that? And why was my coach telling me to lead with my head? It's like I played JV football. What are we
Why
doing?
was I getting concussions only to play club hockey at Arizona State? If I was smart, I would have just started streaming RuneScape.
Yeah, or playing individual sports, or trying to go pro in Call of Duty, or just or trying to just use your time to become the homecoming king, or like it's just what was all that time for?
Yeah, I mean, dude, at least you got drafted and shit. Like that's cool. What about
Yeah.
me? I
No,
didn't.
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like for most people, like for most dudes, like
yeah, most
like
guys don't
like
make it.
no, well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just
Like
figured that out.
what was? I mean, I guess you had a good time doing it, but why did I have to wake up in the hospital unconscious once a year just to your buddies maybe play like D3? It's like, and some of these guys, they loved it. Maybe that was the whole thing. I don't know.
I mean, you got to respect guys that love the game.
That's true.
I have no
That's
hate.
true.
It's like Luka Jagr. Holy fuck, dude. Tweeted out his hockey TV today. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this motherfucker, dude. He's either in a lot of debt or he just loves hockey, dude.
Yeah, well, he's trying to keep that team afloat that he owns. His dad owned that team, Kladno, and then his dad shuttered. And the only way that team makes any money or puts anyone in the stands is for Yaromir Jagr. So he has to play.
Why doesn't he just sell the team and just retire? He loves hockey, though.
Yeah,
I think he'd be playing if it wasn't for that team.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a pride thing too, where he owns a team. I've had buddies play on that team, and he barely practices. He doesn't ride the team bus. He drives himself to games. He just drives like his 23-year-old girlfriend. So obviously he's doing it the way he wants to do it, but he still had that nasty assist. I don't know if you saw it the other week where he like dangled a guy at the top of the key and then made a sick backdoor dish to one of his teammates. It's like, this guy's 55 years old, still so sick.
Do you think he would be on the Four Nations team if this tournament was not dumb as hell and had Czech in it? Honestly, I feel like they had to have you got to put him on the team.
Player coach, 100%. Just park him out front on the power play, and Pasta can just rip one tees off his ass, and he would still be pretty nasty.
Sick. Imagine him and Pasta on the power play. That would be so cool to watch.
You know who was also playing on that team with Jags forever that he was basically made him play after his NHL career was Thomas Plekanec and his turtleneck. Plecky played like 5 or 6 years for Kladno, and they play on the same line together, and they would just light it up in that league. But their team was so bad because they had no budget. Jags didn't want to pay anyone. How funny is it too? Jags, I've had buddies that literally have played on that team, and they do like 3 a days because that's what Jags does. So they're practicing in the morning, and then they go for a little afternoon, and then at night some guys have to go back for skills. Like say they're struggling and they're not playing well, or up to Jags is what he thinks their potential is they'll put them back on the sheet at night, and they'll go out there and do like skills practices. I guess it's just like a straight concentration camp.
You broke up there a little bit. You're frozen. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to play there either then. Fuck, no wonder it's going bankrupt or whatever it is. Like the team's on it. How's the crowd going to be in it?
No shit. How about yesterday I was walking, there was an art fair by where I live. And I'm walking the streets, and I just pull out of my place, and this guy yells at me from probably, I don't know, 50 odd feet. He goes, "Fella, when's the pod dropping?" I go, "What?" He goes, "When's the pod dropping? You and Gooch." I go, "What?" And so we start chopping it up with him. He actually works for Malbon, the golf company, which is a pretty cool streetwear brand. And he's actually a manager at one of the shows. I don't know if I'm giving away too much detail, but I'm not going to say his name or anything. Really cool dude. He started talking to me for probably 5-10 minutes. And he's like, "I love the pod. When are you guys, breaking out in another episode?" He's like, "Where's Gucci been?" I'm like, he's feeling a little sick right now. He's like, "Oh my God, weren't you guys just in Vegas? Like those episodes in Vegas were so sick." So it was pretty cool just walking the streets of Scottsdale. And I just had this cool beauty just shout out Hockey Night in Scottsdale, wondering when the shows. He listens to all the shows, so that was funny, man. But it was just like I peeled out of my place. I'm walking for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, not even.
Yeah, that's dope.
Got a guy shouting out Hockey Night in Scottsdale. So shout out to that fella.
See that It's nice to see that like support, especially because when I was in bed all week, I saw some people, some guy, that Hockey Forever account posted
Yeah.
your tweet, and like I would never click on the comments if I didn't have the flu, but I was bored, so I clicked comments. And like the first comment I see is like, "This is why Hockey Night in Scottsdale is the worst hockey podcast." I was like, "Dude, how did we even catch a stray?" Like the account was posting one of your tweets that had nothing to do with anything that we talk about. I get people don't know what we talk about, I guess, if you don't listen. But it's nice when people like come up to you in public. It happened to us in Vegas. A couple guys from Ontario came up to us and complimented us because the internet is just the total opposite. Like I got messages some like dude, if you don't like the podcast, just don't listen to it. Like, why are you being so mean? Like it's like it really
Oh,
blows my mind, but that's the internet. But yeah, that's cool, especially that happened in Scottsdale to you. Like that's cool. And yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, has anyone missed the pod? Like we've been out, we crank out like fucking a million episodes a week, and we haven't this week because I got AIDS from Vegas, and it's nothing to joke about. I take that back. This is a very serious thing. I should not be joking about that.
right.
But yeah, man, we got over 100 people in here right now. So I think people, shout out to the chat, and yeah, it's always cool. Listen, people always tell me like, not always. I'm not saying I'm goddamn, Kid Leroy, but people are like, I don't want to bother you. It's like, dude, you're not bothering me. Like, I'll tell you if you're bothering me. I'll be like, not now, which I
Right.
would probably never do unless I was at like a funeral or something. But it's cool when people come up and say what's up, dude.
100%. And yeah, you're never bothering anyone. It's just unless you try to touch my wrench or you're wheeling me, but that's a story for a different day. The internet is so funny though, man. Like I tweeted out something today and this dipshit comes at me. He goes, "You're a clown." I go, "And you're a dipshit." He goes, "You don't even know me." I go, "Correct. You don't know me either. Calling someone you don't know a clown makes you a dipshit. Carry on." He goes, "I know enough about how you treat people that I am confident that you are a clown is the correct term for someone like you." I go, "Treat people? You know people I know? What are you talking about?" And then he blocked me. So that's the internet right there, Rob. It's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude. I saw like on this somebody, I'm not gonna name, was like coming after missing curfew and said some stuff about your guys, and I didn't understand like the context of it. I was like, what? But people are coming at our show saying like this show is fucking sucks, like blah blah. It's like, that's good though. I mean, that's what happens when the show grows a little bit. You kind of like get those people, but it is what it is, dude. It's funny that you said it about that guy, because the weird thing about the internet that people think they know you through the internet. Like I think you can get a good idea about somebody, maybe a lot of times not, but the way people view you on the internet compared to real life is crazy. Like
That's
people,
so
the one
funny.
thing I get a lot is people are like, "Oh, bro, like I thought you were gonna be a douchebag," and I was like, "Why?" Because I
Right.
talk like, well, I don't understand. Like, what? Maybe in the past with the type of shit that I've tweeted, but why? They thought I was just gonna be mean. I was like, what? Dude, I'm
Right.
a huge pussy. I would never be mean.
Just because I tweeted about chicks, cocaine, and hookers, you think I'm a douchebag?
I don't even really tweet about hookers that much anymore. Like, I
No, you
don't even
don't.
like hookers. I'm not even a hooker guy. That's another misconception that's been really upsetting me recently. Like, people say, "Yo, bro, I'm coming to town. Like, you gotta blow a plug for me, dude." Bro, no, I don't. I'm at home. I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm drinking tea. Like I don't have a blow connection for you. And also, no, I'm not going to lay girls with you because you heard they'll give you a gummer for $80. I don't want to do that. I already
No,
get sick enough. Like I don't need any like real diseases.
no, and shout out to the West Garden if you do ever need any of those services. By the way, no free ads, but I like to plug them when I can.
Yes.
La-
um
you know what I wanted to talk about though is this trade in the association. AD for Luka. I think the funniest part about the whole trade is when the guys on the Suns found out about the trade. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and there was one other guy blanking on his name, were on the bench. And the team service guy told them that Luka got traded to the Lakers for AD, he immediately gave them all their phones, and they're all looking at their phone mid-game on the bench.
No
KD,
way.
oh yeah, there's a clip of all the bench looking at their phone, and KD's like, "No way!" You're like, "What?" And then you see like D-Book looking at his phone, and then another guy had a phone too. So they all just got their phones mid-game on the bench. I'm like, this fucking league, man, it is just a circus. It's the best league in the world.
The NBA is so cool. First of all, I can't believe that trade. That's just some shit that happens in the NBA. Like for LeBron to just trade Ant Davis like that, and then all the reports are like, LeBron had no idea. LeBron did like that's the first thing reporters are like, guys, like LeBron, you had no idea about this. It's like, dude, LeBron did the trade. Like LeBron,
Yeah,
like,
he
why
got
are
him
we
out of
acting
there.
Like LeBron didn't trade him. Like there's like, everyone, LeBron, he was blindsided. Dude, LeBron's been the GM of that team for 20 years. Like LeBron traded him. Like straight. Do you think LeBron has a deal with the king of China? You think LeBron gets bossed around? LeBron made the trade. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but he did.
LeBron brought in JJ Redick, their coach, because he would play Bronny, and he's also just a show pony puppet. There's the reason why JJ Redick's the coach. The guy had a podcast with them and then hired him as a coach. What are you talking about?
LeBron did this trade. And it's honestly on LeBron's part, I don't know how you did it. I'm not really into NBA like you. I get really into NBA in the playoffs. I really respect the league. I like the league a lot. I just don't watch it during the regular season for some reason. Shout out Ant Davis. Or no, shout out Ant Edwards. He's probably my favorite player. But fuck, what was I just gonna say?
You were talking about
Something
LeBron,
about the NBA.
LeBron and the NBA, and you were saying something. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, I don't know how you trade Doncic at 25. He's 25. He's in his prime. Like his tattoos are kind of like I think he needs to fill out more of his sleeve. But like, I don't understand how a trade like that even happens. Like only in the NBA though. That's like trading McDavid for fucking. I don't even know,
like,
dude.
It's like trading McDavid. It's like trading like Kucherov for
like who? Like
yeah, it would be like Kucherov for
like Evander King for like.
It's got to be like Kucherov for like someone younger. Like that's I don't even know, like Kucherov for McDavid or something. Because AD is still no slouch himself. He's just street clothes. Like he's going to play 50 games a year. He's going to load manage himself. He's not going to pluck his unibrow. He's moody. He's a guy that, again, looks way better on the sidelines than he does with a uniform on. That's just what street clothes Davis is. And Doncic, there was reports.
What does that mean? Are you talking about his style?
Yeah, like he just
Oh, okay.
like Chuck Barkley just calls him street clothes Davis because he'd rather be in street clothes than be on the actual wood playing.
He
calls him
does
street
not
clothes.
call him that.
There goes street clothes again, sitting on the bench, looking real good. Look at street clothes over there. So you got street clothes who again is going to load manage himself. He's going to play 50 games, but there were reports on the Dallas side that they were mad that Luka was weighing in at 270. So now they're body shaming their best player and they get rid of him. Isn't the NBA just like a bunch of rich tech guys that own teams that basically just want to play like create a team in GM mode on an EA sports game? Is that basically what it comes down to? Like these trades make no sense, man.
It's like a fantasy league for rich Jewish guys.
Yeah.
Like they treat the game like there's like, oh, you know what? We're going to trade you half our bench for your bench. Like the trades in the NBA are so fun. And Doncic, because I was trying to, like right when I saw the news, I was like, oh, whoa, this is a big deal. I wonder what happened. Like, did Doncic get caught with like a firearm at the airport? Like something had to happen for them to make this trade, but it's just the NBA. Like they're just all high. And LeBron was stoned, and he was just like, yo, like, do you guys want the Ant Davis for Doncic? And then whoever owns the Mavs, the majority stake was like, yeah, maybe they just wanted to do a deal with LeBron. Like that was the whole thing.
Yeah, and maybe there's like some things that we don't know about that they're getting on the side, not included in this deal on paper. Maybe there's like some incentives off the court, right? Like LeBron definitely just went to Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, the GM there, and is like, AD's gone. and the next thing you know, AD's gone. And then after the game, LeBron says he's completely shocked about the trade, and then like quote tweets Sham, who's like the beat reporter now, the new Woj, and is like lies when it says LeBron wanted AD out of there. It's like, dude, you made this whole thing happen. Next to Adam Silver, LeBron runs the league. Like that's just how it goes.
Is
So it's just so
Doncic
funny.
really that fat?
Yeah, he's 270, and he went off his basically his Mediterranean diet. He's back on fast food, and
But who cares if he's fat? He's the best player in the league. You're saying that the Mavericks were unhappy with his weight, so they dished him? Like, but he's one of the best players in the league. If he could play fat, then play fat. Who cares?
I know. And I think it just even goes back to that video last year or 2 years ago when Michael Finley took the beer from Doncic after they clinched the Western Conference. They, for whatever reason, they don't like this guy's barrel. They think he has a little bit of a car tire strapped around his waistline, and
Okay,
I don't know.
Who cares?
I know. I think you can be chubby and effective. I mean, that's no secret. He's still nasty. He can still shoot the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's a horse jockey. Like, he's not sitting on a horse in the Grand Prix or the Kentucky Derby. I don't understand that at all. Like, if my star player in the NBA was fat, I'd be feeding him fat shit. I'd be saying, get more fat. Maybe it'll make him even better.
Well, you know
Chicks
how Mark
chat alert.
Chicks in the chat. You know how Mark Cuban has that company where he sells pharmaceuticals at a lower rate? I think he was trying to get Doncic on an Ozempic plan, and Doncic said no. But Mark Cuban was like, I can get it for you for half the price. Now that I'm not the full-time owner, I can't tell you everything what to do, but you better start taking this and start shooting it up your ass. And I think Doncic said no. The Slovenian rock star was just like, fuck that. And I think Mark Cuban was really trying to push Ozempic on him. And ultimately, that might have let him out of town.
Well, LeBron's going to get him on a diet if anybody is. LeBron's probably going to be pissed that he's fat, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Bronny too, right? Because he's going to have a say. Bronny basically owns
that corner, Will.
Bronny basically owns the Lakers too.
Yeah, I feel bad for Bronny, dude. It would actually suck to be the kid of LeBron James. Just not because of LeBron, just because of like everyone has the expectations. You're always just constantly getting compared to your dad. Like, it would suck to have like a successful dad.
Yeah, and especially that guy too. Like, he's always cheating on your mom. That's tough.
Really? I don't know. I never heard about that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, dude, I would just be like, dude, it's cooler if your dad's a piece of shit. Then it's easy to beat him.
Yeah, you're
never gonna life.
Right. You're always just gonna be junior
in his shadow.
You're junior, you know.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Can we open up the chat? We've been going for an hour.
Yeah, let's take some questions.
We got 94 motherfucking people in here, guys. After the video's over, are we gonna do another giveaway or no?
Yeah, we can give away another hat.
We're gonna give away another hat when the video is posted on Twitter, or sorry, on YouTube. Like it, be subscribed, and drop a comment. Swish is good at coming up with the comments, you should say. But yeah, we're gonna take any questions, comments, concerns. Drop them in the chat, and we're gonna put them on the screen right here, right now.
Yeah, I would say in the chat tonight, we've done your favorite booze. We've done who you lost your virginity to. We've done all sorts of different things. Social security number, kill count. I would say tonight in the chat, drop your favorite sneaker. What is your favorite sneaker? Is it a Jordan 4?
That's too much of a sneaker guy thing.
You think?
Yeah, bro. Not enough people have. I don't even have a favorite sneaker. I mean, I wear the same shit, but it's like,
yeah,
that's for sneakerheads.
I feel like everyone's a sneakerhead these days.
I mean, we could try it. I just think some people are gonna be like, bro, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do people have favorite shoes?
100% they do. Unless you're from Saskatchewan and like you basically have never heard of Nike. I think at this point everyone knows what sneakers are.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, do people have like, yo, those are my favorite shoes? I thought just that was a sneakerhead thing.
No, I think you'd be like Nike Dunk or Air Force One or Jordan 3, or I really like this old school pair of Chuck Taylors, Reebok Pump. I think there's a ton people would know.
Osiris.
Yeah, like, I think people
I
know
gotta rock
shoes.
Osiris's, dude. Imagine what would you do? What would you actually do if I showed up to your house, like our next recording session in person, and I was wearing Osiris's? Like, what would you say?
Maybe like those are Jews. Those high tops.
Would you being sarcastic? Yeah, the ones that are built like like you're wearing 2 garbage trucks on your feet. Like they're huge, bro. Like would you actually call me out and be like, "Yo, why are you wearing Osiris's?" Or would you be like, "Those are Jews"?
I mean, I don't know. I think I would just be like, oh, that's just Gooch. Like, I mean, the guy shows up in non-prescription glasses some days. I just be like, that's just Gucci. Like, he's trying
Yeah,
something new.
dude.
He's just trying something new. Let's see if it lasts.
Yeah, I just hit that stage where it's like I just wear. I'm not trying to sound like cool or anything, but I just really do wear what I want to wear now. Like I don't care if someone says like what they think. I just could not care less. It's like so funny. I
Ev-
don't care what you think. Like, you
Everyone,
wear the same Carhartt sweater. You wear the same Carhartt, the gray Carhartt sweatshirt for the last 6 months, bro. Like I don't care what you think about my glasses being blue.
no, everyone is commenting their favorite shoes in this chat. We need them once the YouTube.
Fine,
link.
fine. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, you're acting like these people have no idea what they're putting on their feet these days, fella. It's
That's not what I'm
2025.
saying. I'm saying I just
Just because
I don't know.
you only wear Nike Dunks.
That's not true. I wear Babylon tennis shoes too. I actually used to wear Forces. Did you know that? Like not the drive-by ones, the all black ones, but
White.
I was like my Force game was like strong. At one point I kith Forces. Shout out to Pack Secured Sneakers in Scottsdale, by the way.
Yeah. Forces are
yeah, dude,
hard, bro.
Forces were hard. I probably got the least amount of pussy when I was wearing them because they all thought I had like a SoundCloud, but it's not all about pussy sometimes. Sometimes
No.
it is, but sometimes a lot of the times it isn't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, guys.
Pretty cool when you have a pair of Air Force Ones on and everyone thinks you have a mixtape. That is cool.
Yeah, I was just in this weird Air Force Ones phase. I don't know what happened. Like I was really into Gunna and Lil Baby at the time. It was like I went through like a 4-month stretch where I kind of was listening to a lot of Lil Baby, and yeah. Chat questions. No, on the video after we post this video. So when the podcast ends, go to the video, comment your favorite shoes. And right now, comment your question, comment, concern. We're going to throw them up on the screen. We're going to take them. Because that's just what we do on Hockey Night in Scottsdale, which is, we talk about a lot of hockey today. I'm actually, I'm proud of this show. I'm proud of where it's became. We're,
I'm proud where we've gotten to. I mean, this is a hockey show, and we broke down 2 incidences of the player's chin safety. So fucking rights.
Bob Gucci strikes me as an and one fella. Not only was I an and one guy, Swish was very into and one too. We hit that that phase in stride, dude, when we were kids.
Dude, there was nothing harder than the and one mixtape. You can still watch those on YouTube with the Professor, Hot Sauce. Those guys could absolutely dance on those street ball courts.
How much? Yeah, one of my black phases, I've had 2 of them. One was for Chief Keef, and the other one was for and one mixtapes. Like those are the 2 main reasons when I went through my black phases as a kid. Those are one of the ones. Those are 2 of the reasons. How much money for you to step in front of a Marty Firks clapper, one of the hardest shots in the world? I don't know, man. Like $500K.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing it at one point for $70,000, and that was pre-tax. But these days, probably something less. I saw him almost literally put a goalie into Damar Hamlin mode to stop his heart. The goalie had to be removed from the game. It hit him like right in the heart or the upper, kind of almost like right up here by your collarbone. Broke his collarbone. I don't know if he stopped his heart, but we had to pull the goalie from the game. And our new goalie came in and just got absolutely lit in the shootout. That happened in OT. Furky almost killed a guy, a goalie.
How nasty is Ryan Leonard going to be when he steps in the show? I have no fucking idea who that is.
Ryan Leonard,
BC, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay attention to prospects anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we're not the Epsteins of the hockey world, right? We don't look at prospects, but
yeah,
are the The Capitals, I think they could be they could be one and done in terms of first round exit, depending on their matchup. So we'll see. I mean, Spencer Carbattery's got that team dialed. I think that team is hot and horny, obviously, to get Alex Ovechkin that goal record and surpass Gretzky. But I think that magic could run out, especially if they play a wild card team that has a little bit of a wagon coming in hot to the playoffs. So we'll see on that front.
Just answer?
What's that?
Well, who are you just? Did you answer a question?
Yeah, we were just talking about how nasty Ryan Leonard was going to be in the playoffs for the Capitals.
Oh,
I just don't think they're even going to get past the first round, so he might not even be there.
Gotcha. I didn't even know he was drafted by them.
Yep.
After watching, this is a hockey show. After watching Cooley send Petrangelo into the Phantom Zone, what's your favorite hit of all time?
Man, some of those Cronwall hits were unbelievable. I just love watching Jordan Tutu highlights. What do you got? No,
no, go ahead. I was talking to myself.
No, I was just gonna say, like, Jordan Tutu highlights, unbelievable. Wendell Clark all heart highlights. I love that one highlight of Alexei Kovalev too, when he like just totally cheap shots the guy with the puck. He's like rounding his own zone in the offensive zone when he's playing for Pittsburgh, and then like cold shoulders a guy. Like, I just love really, really dirty hits. That's basically directly to the head.
Yeah, that's what got me into hockey. But my favorite hit of all time, I'm not gonna lie, Torrey Krug gets his bucket knocked off. I forget what happened to him. He got like wrestled or mauled behind the net or something, or hit. I don't know. Beelines it down the whole ice. It had to be like 160 feet and just crushes his now teammate Rob Thomas, which I like Rob Thomas, but just that was so gangster, dude. That was like the most gangster hockey hit since like the Cronwall and the Scott Stevens days. Like, he went full tilt down the ice, no helmet on, bundied a guy. That was probably my favorite hit ever.
Yeah, he was tangled up with David Perron in front of the net. He gets a stinky glove from David Perron, gets his bucket taken off, and just fucking floors it down the ice, pinches along the wall, and hammers Bob Thomas right at the hash marks of the circle in the O zone, and just almost decapitates him. Goes right over the top rope. That was a fucking unbelievable hit.
We got a comment coming in from TRG. You fellas should rock do-rags on the next pod. Should we have a do-rag episode? I feel like it would just get taken the wrong way by like
I would
understand.
I would love. I mean, I've rocked bandanas on here like do-rags. I mean, I was always been a do-rag guy. I used to rock them in middle school, a little bit in high school, especially when I'd show up and hoop. I'm down to get do-rags and do it for sure, 100%.
I feel like I would get in trouble though. Like, I'm Irish and Ukrainian and some other European shit. Like, the second I put a do-rag on, like, Subaru Twitter is gonna kill me, bro. If you do it, I feel like you're a little Indian, so you can go the nav route with it.
Right. When in doubt, pull the race card of minority. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be the first white guy to ever rock a do-rag. That's the thing. Like, people just get so sensitive. So maybe we can do it. I don't know.
They do. I think a do-rag episode would be a good idea. It would, like, maybe expand our fan base, maybe.
Yeah, I think we should look into it, man. Should we?
And
We could talk to our official black correspondent of the show too, Rob, and get clearance.
Oh yeah, that's right. The guy from Somalia. Shout out to I can't even think. I know his name though. I know he's probably in here. But yeah, man, dude. The one thing that fucking people don't talk about, the struggles of being white, dude. We never get to pull the race card. When can you ever be like, oh, because I'm white? Like, you just can't even do that. Doesn't like minorities don't know what it's like to not be able to have a race card.
It's hard to be white.
I know. Swish, who was the nastiest dude you saw in the jungle?
Yeah, I mean, there was. I'm trying to think of just
like everybody, like everyone in the league.
I'm trying to think, like, my first year in the jungle, Vicky Sticky Arvidsson was nasty. I was like, who is this water bug and why is he in this league right now? Zach Werenski, when he came out of college from Michigan and he played in the playoffs with the Lake Erie Monsters in Cleveland, they ended up winning it that year, the AHL championship. He was like on a different planet. I was like, this kid is so fucking good. It's unbelievable. He was nasty. Trevor Zegras was actually fucking filthy too in the jungle. Oh my god. Rope Hintz, another one, unbelievable in the jungle.
Ooh, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always sick players. Nick Schmaltz, my bro, when he came down to the jungle, when Chicago sent him down for like 10 games, it was so funny. I think the one game he played for Rockford, we played him in Chicago. I think he had the puck on his stick. I'm not kidding you, Rob, for like 6 minutes total. Like no one could get it off
Imagine
him.
being so good that the AHL is easy to you. Like that just blows my mind. Like people don't understand how good these guys. Like your brother being good enough to be like, all right, well, I'm actually just gonna go in the arguably second best league in the world and just toy with everybody. Like it makes you realize how good the NHL is.
Yeah, in the jungle, man, it's actually harder to play in too because you just have guys just trying to take your head off every shift. So
Yeah,
that's the thing. So when those guys are down there, you can always tell though. It's like 2 shifts into the game. You're like, all right, man, like this guy just got sent down. Why is he here right now? What is the GM thinking? Like, is it strictly for confidence? Like you could just send him down into a practice in known or a morning skate and been like, all right, yeah, like we need to get him out of this league. It was always so funny seeing those guys that just totally didn't belong in the American League. Tyler Bertuzzi was another guy that was really good in the jungle too, like the same type of player. Actually a little meaner because he was trying to earn his stripes to get up to the National League. So he was another one that was really good in the jungle too.
isn't it funny that there's an actual real concept to where if a guy's struggling, just send him down to the minors, let him tear it up, and he's just like, oh yeah, I am pretty fucking good at this, and then he goes back up and he's playing well again. Like
It's
that's such a funny experiment.
It's so funny too because all those top guys, it happens to them a lot their first year, and then they go down, and then the whole brass is at that weekend of games, maybe like 2 games. They'll set them down at a timely spot they can where there's a weekend of Friday, Sunday games, and they all go in and watch them. This guy's like 10 shots a game, 2 and 2,
Yeah.
fights, does everything. And you're like, oh yeah, like he actually is pretty good. Well, yeah, no shit. It's like you guys are playing him
That's like
6 minutes a night in the show. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
that's like taking me at ASU, where there's a lot hotter people at ASU, and then like removing me from ASU and making me go to school in like Ohio. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually like I'm not hot, but I'm not this bad looking, and then putting me back at ASU just to get my confidence up. That's kind of like that's like
Yeah.
sending me down to Scottsdale Community College instead of ASU.
Yeah, it would be like you like checking into Wisconsin Whitewater, a D3 school known for their football, 3,000 kids, and Bob Gucci comes in and he's just this Terminator. This
Like I would be hot.
this sex tornado coming in, and all that is in the town is a Culver's and a BP gas station, and you coming in from ASU, and these broads are like, who is
Oh,
this
they'd
guy?
be all over me. They'd be like, "Who is this? The hottest guy in the world?" And then
Right.
my confidence goes up, even though I forget that I'm in Wisconsin for a second. But it got
Yeah.
my confidence up.
Right, you're talking to chicks from Mequon, De Pere, Verona, Middleton, all these small towns, and they barely had a set of teeth, let alone can they put together a sentence. But you're the hottest guy, and you're talking about New York City and the Hamptons to them, and all these different things, and they actually don't even know where those places are. They just heard they exist, and they think you're the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, that would be sick. What's good, fellas? How do I get out of the yo that chick is so hot phase at the bar and actually go talk to her? Love the pod, boys. I don't know, bro. That's such a hard phase to get out of. I couldn't even tell you. I'm still in that phase.
I was gonna say I'm still in that phase, but one of the better plays, and I've actually only done it one time before, is if you make any sort of eye contact with her, and maybe it happens 1 or 2 times, and maybe it doesn't at all, but you go up to her after you muster up enough confidence and you say, hey, I see you looking at me. You're just absolutely staring at me this whole time. So I figured I'd come over and introduce myself. What's going on? My name's so-and-so. Can I buy you a drink or a condo? Let's start with a drink and see how that goes.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good advice, actually. I would do that too. Switching Gucci, who's the best rapper in the game right now?
Gucci is a way bigger rap guy than I am currently. I was a huge rap guy. Again, we've all had our black phases. So I went through that from probably age 10 to 22. I've phased out of it a little bit, but I would say for me, Rob, right now, it's still Future. It's still Hendrix. He's all time.
Yeah, I would say like the hottest in the game right now, because that's how rap goes. It's just like who's hot for 3 months. I would say it's definitely Boss Man D-Lo. Like his stuff is all about. It's so funny listening to him rap because he says the N-word a lot, and it's all just about how rich he is. Like I just get a kick out of it. So I would say Boss Man D-Lo is the best in the game right now, just in terms of like buzz. But yeah, Future, you can't go wrong with Future. I'm still listening to Future. I listen to Suicide Boys. I listen to everything, man. I listen to fucking what do you call it?
6ix9ine.
No, Fabulous the other day. I listen to everything. I was listening to fucking
Yo
who gives a
Gotti.
shit what I listen to. Oh yeah, I listen to Yo Gotti. Thoughts on Sopel gunning for Bedard for being selfish? Guys, 30 assists. I did not hear about this.
Yeah, I mean, Soaps is known for his
Where's
hot
he
takes,
at?
and I have no idea. Last time I seen him, he was at a nightclub in Chicago in 2015, and he was wearing a white tee and his Stanley Cup ring, but not sure where he's at these days. He's always got some hot takes, though, Soaps.
On where? On Twitter? Like, does he tweet him?
Maybe Instagram or Twitter. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on the Ottawa Senators? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy to see him in a playoff spot. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, Stützle the other night lining up on that face-off with Hartman, I'd say he's got a little overextended, his chin over the dot, and he got taught a lesson of Hartman literally put his chin into the ice like he was using it as an ice fishing pick in terms of an auger. So Stützle known a little bit for diving out there, but I do like their club. I like Travis Green. I like obviously Brady Tkachuk, Jake Sanderson on the back end. Shout out to the UND Fighting Sioux.
Fellas, love the pod. Jake, thanks, Joe. You're always in here supporting the boys. Appreciate it. My roommate we're going to wrap this up in one or two questions, but so sorry if we didn't get to you. My roommate just asked if y'all could do his math homework. Who's better at crunching numbers? Bro, I couldn't even pass any math class in my whole life at all. Like I'm not, and based off principle, I'm just straight up not solving for X. Just not going to do it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Y equals MC squared. That's dope, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I have a tough enough time crunching up a paper bag, let alone doing some math. My math probably stops at algebra 1. I don't even know if I made it past that, other than having my mom doing it or cheating. But yeah, my math.
Bro, imagine doing math. Like, I get that math guys have to do math, but teaching math to everybody, like I can't. All the nights I stressed out over like solving for A and like over MXB. It's like, bro, this shit is legit retarded, dude. Like, what are we doing? Like, for
why
real?
why were we taking such hard math classes and being told we had to pass this stuff? Like, I took a math class. I can't even talk. I said that like Mike Tyson, math class. I took a math class in fucking college. Why? I'm a communications major that I
Bro,
never.
You're going
graduated.
to the NHL.
Why did I take a math class? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Who signed?
If I was you,
who signed me up for this shit? Like, who is my fucking finance or student advisor? Are you retarded?
I can't believe I never talked to you. If I was you and I was a first round draft pick and they tried to make me go to algebra, I would literally, like, I would be like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Like, no, I'm a first round pick and I'm going to the league. And even if I don't go to the league, I'm playing hockey somewhere. Like, I shouldn't have to solve long division. Like, long division's crazy, dude. Like, dude, I'm not fucking flying drones into outer space, dude. Like, I literally I work at a delivery store in my town in the summers, and I deliver stuff.
I'm showing up to class with no shoes on and a Hawaiian shirt. You think I'm made and built to do algebra? No,
bro.
I'm not
imagine
going to
just solving for letters, dude. Sorry to talk over you, but imagine solving for a letter. Like, we're not even trying to get numbers here. There's like, well, y equals mx plus b squared. Find MXB. It's like, dude, what do you mean?
Imagine thinking that mattered. Who cares?
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like that. This whole that's why I could never do math. It's like, I remember in the 4th grade, I actually cried in my math class. Shout out to Miss Cafioso, or I forget her name.
Tapioca.
But I actually cried because I was like, it was the first and last time I ever cried in school. I was in 4th grade, and tough year too. Same year, something else happened, but
lost your virginity.
No, that was way down the line. But I was like so frustrated as a 4th grader because I was like, dude, there's just no way this matters. So that's why I didn't connect. Like, my brother, Easy math guy. He's like, yep, you just do this. You just carry the 2, and then the MX is over here, and it doesn't. Oh, they're not bilateral, and they're over here. They're non-binary. Boom. Here's the problem, because he just figured it out. He's a smart kid. I couldn't get there because I just didn't accept the fact that I needed to do this.
I never cared enough to even start with a problem, because nothing like this was ever going to transfer to any of my line of work. Of no matter if that was thinking I was going to be a hockey player or doing something else later in life. Why do I care? I didn't even care when I did the ACT or the SCT. I would just show up and circle random bubbles. I'd be like, what do I need to get into North Dakota? A 16? Well, I just filled this out randomly when I'm hungover on a Saturday after drinking all weekend with my buddies. And there you go. There's my 19. I'm in. I don't give a shit.
I can't even imagine what it was like for you in class, though, even in high school and growing up. Like, you're probably like, all this shit's so dumb. Like, I'm good enough to play hockey. Like, for me, like, I knew I needed a backup plan. I was like, fuck, I'm a 21-year-old age out in a league where every top scorer is 16. So I knew, I was like, fuck, bro, I might have to go to school. For you, you were in class like, well, I'm going to play hockey.
Yeah. No, I know. And
how did you get through that, dude?
Dude, I did my senior year online, and I think I did all my online courses I had to do from after Memorial Day, after we won the Clark Cup at the USHL, to like June 20th when it had to be done. I did like the whole year in like 2 weeks. There was actually a time where my mom, I think, was staying up like hopeless, sleepless, crying herself to sleep because she thought her son wasn't going to graduate high school. And we grinded that thing for 4 weeks, like 12-hour days. And it came down to the wire, man. I remember I had to take like my final exams on the last hours, and I somehow passed it. And
why did you put it off so long?
Just because I was living in Green Bay, just acting like, you know, all the 20-year-olds, not going to school, just at the rink all day. When they were going to lunch, I'm going to lunch. When we're drinking, I'm drinking. So I was just living like I was basically an age out, but I was a senior at the time. So yeah, it was pretty sick, man. I just didn't do anything besides go to the casino, gamble illegally as a, 18-year-old kid. I was in a bowling league in Green Bay too. So that was another night we were drinking on Tuesdays and then playing hockey on the weekends.
Someone said no DAC math is going to Wild Wings and counting 2 baskets of wings.
That is so true. And most can't even count. Was that 12 in there? Oh no, it looks like 8.
All right, folks. So we got a chick in the chat that says she's in love with Jay Swish. Let's go, bro.
Wow.
Chicks in the chat.
Is that a chick or it could be a dude? It's just M.
No, but she said that she was a chick in the chat earlier, unless she was like trans or something. Still a chick though. Well, it's arguable. Let's not get political on here.
No,
if you say there's 2 genders, people do not like it. People hate that.
No.
All right, what was I just gonna click on? Oh, merch update. Yeah, bro, we're gonna get merch out soon. Like right away, Swish, like ASAP. We just gotta ship it out ourselves, which we will. We're both in town here for a couple weeks or less actually for me. Taking a trip, going over to Syria for a little bit.
Nice.
Okay. Just taking a little vacation.
Reset.
3 of my situationships. Just kidding. I don't have any situationships. I don't know why I said that. All right, yo, legendary episode. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, bro. Hour and 30, dude. Pretty good for me being at 50%, only interrupting you 10 times. So
yeah, not bad. I'm gonna go pump some iron right now. Again, folks, go on to the YouTube after we post this and comment for a chance to win a chin and or a Hockey Night in Scottsdale patch logo hat. Comment your favorite sneaker. What do you wear on a day-to-day basis? Could be just
what do you wear?
Air Force One, whatever you wear. Comment that, and we'll pick a winner. This week, we're going to ship out all the merch. If you want to go buy something and support the fellas, go over to HockeyNightInScottsdale.shop. Again, we have a few different things in the works, a couple live shows we're trying to line up right now, potentially Vancouver, potentially Boston, potentially NYC. So we're trying to get to at least 2, if not 3 of those spots sometime before the regular season ends here. So stay on top of that. We'll have a couple new video vlog series in the works for you. We're working on our Utah ski video. So we'll have that out hopefully within the next couple weeks, and then a few different things down the pipeline, right down the cock. And Bob, that was pretty good, my friend. We'll be back ripping all week, so we should post a schedule for all the people what we're gonna do this week.
Yeah,
maybe
we
tomorrow.
will.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll post a schedule of when we're live, so you guys know when we're going live. It only took us 4 months to realize that that helps you guys out when you actually know when we're going live. Audio versions will be right on this motherfucker, right wherever you get your podcasts. They'll be right on there. After the show, I'll upload them, and go comment on YouTube and subscribe. Love y'all. This is a dope chat tonight. Peace.